Joining me now is from Texas is Arturo Lopez Levy. He's lecturer on Latin American and U.S. politics at the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Welcome to the show. He's also, by the way, the co-author of Raul Castro and the New Cuba, a close-up view of change. Sir, I want to begin by asking you about the significance of this election happening in Cuba. It is not just national elections, but on the provincial level, on municipal level, elections are taking place as well. Talk to us about the significance of these elections.
Well, it is an election at the provincial and at the national level. The process began in October, and there was the election of the municipal assemblies, and half of the deputies to the National Assembly come from the municipal assemblies delegates. The most important significance of this election is that, first of all, after Raul Castro announced his retirement, the president that eventually in April will come as the result of this process will not be someone with a last name Castro. Second, it will be, as it was mentioned, a moment of at least 2-3 years in which the head of the Communist Party will not be at the same time the president of the Council of Ministers and the Council of State. And third, it will be the first time since 1976 when a civilian, not someone coming from the military, will be at the top of the Cuban political system.
Well, Arturo, what do you think a post-Castro Cuba will look like? We just heard that the Cuban economy is struggling, the state sector wages are so low for ordinary Cubans. What would that mean for the life of ordinary Cubans going forward?
I think there will be a lot of continuity within some important changes as the one that I announced. These elections are quite predictable. There is one seat per candidate, or one candidate for every seat. I think that in economic terms, this intergenerational transition will probably speed up some of the economic reform, the transition toward a mixed economy, and it will correct some problems that has been manifest on the recent years. For instance, more women. For the first time, there will be in the National Assembly, the number of women is increasing like 3 or 4%. There will be a higher representation of black and mulattoes. That is a very important part of the Cuban racial composition, and probably this will address issues of inequality, and mainly inequality that had appeared as the result of the economic reform and the transition to some market-oriented structures.
Arturo Lopez Levy, co-author of Raul Castro and the New Cuba, thank you so much for your insight.